All right. Well, this is what happens when you're in August and we're bored as heck. So we're gonna shoot the shit. Keep an eye on the chat. I'm not much to talk about at the moment. There's some stuff, but no reason to have it on the Teal Town thing. Of course, I can't get the freaking thing. Like go in. Anywho, hey, Michael. Alrighty, hi. Hi, bud. How are you? So, like I said, I'm just shooting shit. That's why I'm not on the YouTube channel, on the Teal Town channel. I'm, for lack of a better term, bored and working on stuff for next season because next season's only 60 days away. So, and it's hot as heck in here, and I can't sleep. And I have a day off today and a day off tomorrow. So I figured I'd have to get caught up on some stuff. So, yep. Anywho, so 3 people watching this. That's amazing. How are you guys? How's everything? Don't be shy. I don't bite. Can't reveal much about what we're planning to do, but it's pretty much going to be the same. But whatever. Let me see. Am I connected onto this thing? Yeah. Go to my Chrome. Let's get up into the Yeti. There we go. All right. So part of this is just making sure that the graphics are going to be working properly and go from there for next season, because I really want to step up our game a little bit more as we get into season 4. But yep. So that's what's going on here. I will keep an eye on the chat if there's some questions. Obviously, you won't have the answer to everything, but why not? All right, why not? So, to 4 people who are watching, thank you. Let's see here. Where am I? I'm at home. That's where I'm at. Let's see. Let me get this going here. I don't have that. Why don't I have that? So, all right. Let's see what we can do here. All right. What? Nobody wants to chat? No. Don't be shy. You're just going to be watching me play with graphics and stuff. If any of you want to come on, by all means, I'll give you the invite. Just make sure you have a Google chat and a webcam and a mic, and we'll go from there. Screen share. There you go. There. Fix that up. All right. Let's see what we're going to do here. So I had it at an angle. Work on. But, we always look for change, and change is always good. And so trying to make sure everything we got going on here. Did you add more to the new graphics? Hackle, I am eventually. I just literally started. Had a little brainstorming idea. Had a doctor's appointment. So just kind of trying to fix things up and go from there. Maybe change up the fonts and stuff. Really want to be a lot more professional. So, but by all means, come on over and say hi and all that stuff. I mean, we're 60 days away from dropping the puck on another year, and I can't wait for those new jerseys to come out. I mean, not much has been changed to them, but you know, always always good to. Oh, that's bad. Um, Always good to have uh, some new looks too. I don't like that. Where are we going here? Let's go to Demi Bold. Of course, Demi Bold because of Demi Lovato. Yeah. Anywho, all right. So let's see. 3 people are watching me being bored. I am surprised I haven't gotten something from like Gentry or AJ. They must be having way too much fun. I like how the tweet came out. Hockey needs to come back soon. You know what? I'll give it to my crew. That link. So let me stop broadcasting my screen because otherwise you guys will know secretly where we chat, and I can't have you guys do that. Do. Where is it? There we go. But yeah, I let's be real here. I'm tired of the AOL connection jokes, and oh, I can only imagine what the DM has been sent to the After Dark crew. I can't wait to see if they start yapping away. Anywho, let me see, let me get back to the chat here. Where is the chat? Why not? Okay, baseball talk or should we not bother? um, let's be real here. Is there even something to talk about for baseball? Yeah, it's just bad for baseball. Just a rough year all around. I thought the A's were going to be better. I thought the Giants were going to be hell of a lot better, but they got major problems. And ever for me, everything you really wouldn't hear on After Dark. Um, it's me yawning that much. I usually mute myself. Yeah, the Giants I thought would have been better. I thought maybe they'd hit the wild card again, but no dice on that. Down to 2 viewers. Lol. Anyhow, all right, let me just keep going with this. I'll keep. It's not year 2. Yeah, if you're a Giants fan, yikes. If you're A's fan, yikes. Yeah, yikes indeed. Oh man, yikes indeed. It's just been bad. Hey, it could be worse. You know, can't wait for football season, right? I mean, the Raiders might be awesome, but Niners, it's like an expansion team. What's up, jerk? Yeah, I know you're not baseball jerk, you're hockey jerk. That's why I gave the invite to everybody. So let's see here. Jerk has KHL preseason. Is it really KHL preseason, jerk? Really? Oh, I might need that link again. That's what I'm talking about. 3 people. Thank you. All right, back to what I was doing. Vince G gets it. Yes. Yes. All right, back to what I was doing. I don't know. playing with an angled version, playing with at the end of August. Yes, yes. And that's when we should probably start with Captain's Ice soon too, right? We're not too far away from that because that should be starting up. That'll be a little awkward if Patty is there for a little bit before he goes to Toronto. Anywho, all right, back to what I was doing. Fixing these graphics up. Actually, let me, while I have you guys on here, so when is Technology Jeopardy coming back? I want to kick stress. Well, that's a good question. I was trying to figure out if we should do Technology Jeopardy. Well, not technology really. It's Teal Town Jeopardy or Teal Town Wheel of Fortune or Teal Town. I don't want to do Match Game again. That was a little tough to put together. I don't know. I know there's a yearning for it. I know Kevin he teased me in the off season. He's like, "Oh, so we could just skip." Oh yeah, Family Feud. I thought about Family Feud as well. Definitely thought about Family Feud. I would need 100 people to survey, so that would be quite interesting. Teal Town at midnight. Oh yes, and that's a bummer that Midnight's leaving tonight because midnight, a show called Midnight, and it's on at 11:30. I don't know. Let's see here. While I have you guys here, I will ask for some advice because we do this for you, the fans. I've been trying to update graphics, and of course, I get inspiration from other graphics. And one of the great groups that goes on is Drive Studio, along with Troika, and they've been my inspiration for years now. And so let me screen share again as to what you like. Let's see here, insert graphics. So here's the Pac-12 network. I kind of like how they use a lot of color to it. Kind of sticks out a little bit more. Another one, though, is the Yes Network. Has a nice clean finish to it. A lot of white negative space, and I probably would go reverse of that since it is after dark with the graphics and make it a little more darker. Doesn't stand out overboard too much. Let's see here. I'm not a fan of MSGs, although it'd be kind of a hybrid with the Time Warner news, just because of the font I'm thinking about using. Of course, one of my favorites is the NBC graphics, so that looks pretty solid. So, what do you think? Aesthetically, seeing NBC, Time Warner, MSG, um, the Yes Network, or Pac-12. So let me know what you guys think on that. I'll switch that back over to me now. Hi, everyone. How's it going? So 2 people watching. Yeah, pretty much. NBC's pretty good, but that's the only one I've seen myself. Yeah, I know. NBC, obviously, just because we've been used to it. Yeah. This one is something a little unique, a little more pro. As a designer, you're always thinking about stuff. Fox Sports, old school. Oh, let me see. I could probably Sportsnet, the Canadian Sportsnet. Yeah, I thought about I thought about that, but I don't like the rectangles in the in the surrounding plates. That's all. Um, Fox Sports Bay Area. They went through so many. What year are you talking about, Jerk? And Jerk, I gave you the link. Come on and just shoot the shit with me, bud. Hmm. So let's see what you guys are saying. What you guys? 2005 ish. Oh, I have to look that up. All right. So something like that, Jerk. I don't know who the heck this guy is, but I'm, I'm sure he's doing a heck of a job in Europe or something. Angelo Sakarigas. Yeah, well, we all know how I can't even say Kajulga just to piss off anyone. Um, so that one said there's also ESPN racial layout or logos. It's in regard to a layout of sorts. Um, Shoulder injury, sad. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to have a modern, sleek look to the show because that's what we go for. At least that's what I strive for. That's for sure. Unless I got some access to it. Shoot. Let's see here. Do I have the cup final in here? Download Stanley Cup final. Yes. No, that's not what I wanted. No. No, that's not what I want either. Bring back conversation. Yes, I. Here, I'll take care of that right now. All I'm saying is that when it was conversation, we did good. Just putting it out there. Oh, why aren't you working? Of course. Bring back conversation. Oh, AJ and Chris and Gentry would kill me if I did that. But but thank you, Jerk. I appreciate it. You get it. Why don't I have it? I should have it. Stanley Cup final. Wrench. Marks. look. Let's see here. So you guys are getting a peek of stuff that normally isn't exposed to everybody in the to everyone. I have special access. I completely agree. Hockey Jerk Chomperization was the name that we when we got to the Stanley Cup final. I completely agree, my friend. So I don't think I'll get in trouble for showing this off. I just have. Oh, come on. Why aren't you? There we go. No, I don't want to search the word download. I want to download the freaking thing. That's the one I have. Why am I not working it? Oh well. Where are you guys? There we go. You're bringing back for next year's Vegas. We can't have Trim beat us again. Oh, trust me, I know, dude. I know. We can't go down to the Oilers. Although they need to make it first. Yeah, that's the catch, Hackle. It's no guarantee the Sharks are going to make the playoffs. I don't think. You know, it's a scary thought to think about that, but they gotta find a way. And unfortunately, some of that team needs to know the difference between playing the Stockton Heat and the Anaheim Ducks. And yes, you should listen to Trin's podcast. Jerk was on it, and so everyone should listen. Yes, I completely agree. But why can't I find the stuff I had? I should have that. Oh, yeah, it's a bummer. Shoot. That's weird. Usually have it. Um, oh, you're not supposed to see that one. You just might have seen a peek of something that you're not supposed to be seeing. Speaking, yeah, oh, you're still on there. All right, so two people watching. So M Hackle and Hockey Jerk, thank you. Jerk, you have the link to get on here. Come on up. Make it more interesting than me yapping away by myself talking about graphics. Dang it! Why can't I find it? Oh well. It's 11:11. Make a wish. Expansion draft. No, that's not it. Why don't I have it? French internal template. Up template. That's that. No, that's the matchup template. Do. Hmm. All right. I'll just keep going in the meantime. There's some stuff you're not supposed to see, so I'll filter it back onto me and go from there. I will say this: would you guys be interested if I were to offer summer skates with the Teal Town logo on it? An idea I had, wanting to expand our brand a little bit more, so giving that an option. Mm. Excuse me. Krakatoa. It's G in the chat. A work in progress. Not supposed to see or you're not supposed to have. I can have it. I just can't share some of the stuff that hasn't been exposed out to for public consumption. The whole crew should do something like a Gretzky hour also. I would be game for that. Unfortunately, I don't think there's many of us that actually do play. I know Jerk started playing. Gentry has some equipment, but I don't think he has it all. I would love to see Rocket play. That would be fun. And the rest of the crew, I'm not sure if they are even that good on skates, for that matter. So, yeah, no, there's what I was saying about that is there's some logos, um, like the one that I accidentally showed. Um, there's a Sharks logo that's a part for next season that hasn't been unveiled yet. So I'm trying to cover my butt, if you know what I mean. So. Hmm. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I got it going. Okay, get back to the chat here. Enhanced. Yager needs to be signed somewhere. I agree. I think Yager has a little bit left in him. I mean, come on now. Yager is still putting up decent points. His age shouldn't scare him too much. If Prest is going to get a PTO with LA, Yager's got to get something here. So, might be in my not losing Marlowe being gone. It hurt at first. It did hurt at first. But it is what it is. I'm sending this to you, jerk. There. Make this a little more entertaining. Please. Any other questions or thoughts, guys? Caught a little bit of the World Junior Summer Showcase. Not too much though, but hey, for hockey in August, I'll take it for sure. In fact, I should probably put that on in the background while I work on this. So far, we've determined no white background. Yeah, so far we've determined no white background as we get back to things. This is where I get a little creative now. Okay. Thank God. Thank you, jerk.
I'm only here for a few minutes because you looked like you needed some help.
It would be great to just chat with somebody. That's all. What are you up to, bud? How are you?
Surviving this whole, decision by Mother Nature to make San Jose a swamp the last 2 days has been a difficult one.
Oh, tell me about it, dude. It's why I'm still awake. I should be asleep. Oh, how convenient. It's you and me talking, and what's on NHL Network, bud?
I don't know. Am I supposed to know what's on NHL Network?
Well, if it's you and me talking, it means something of another team of nature that we love to talk about.
Oh, are they talking about the Vancouver Canucks?
Of course they are. That's funny. Anyway, all right, back to what I'm doing here. Where are you at? Are you out?
No.
Oh, you sound like you're outside.
Well, I do have my window open, and I have a very wonderful fan blowing on me.
Yeah.
Although I did. Oh, man, yeah, but it's been the weirdest thing, because I wake up and I look outside and it's cloudy, and I'm thinking, okay, maybe we'll get a nice change to this, very warm weather we've been having, and then I take 4 steps outside and it's like, oh my god, it feels like a freaking swamp.
Bloody hell. Yeah. Yeah, it's been really, really uncomfortable out here in Concord. So yeah, it's not been fun. So we'll see what happens here, but yeah, man. So what do you want? You want Teal Town Jeopardy?
See, I think that would be fun. And I mean, I've told this story many times, but I watched the Pucknology Jeopardy last year, and this was back when I was just a fan, obviously.
Yes.
And I remember like a majority of the question, and I'm kind of gonna pump myself up here, but a majority of the questions I knew the answer to.
Oh.
And I was getting very frustrated that nobody else knew the answers. So I want to get things rolling on that and tear apart the competition.
Of course. Yes. Well, that would be fun. Jeopardy would be fun to do again. If you had a second choice, what would you say?
Oh man. Well, I don't know. I think Family Feud, but that's a matter of getting people. I mean, I don't even know if we could field 2 families with what we have to pull from.
Well, no, that's probably doable with 4 on 4. Yeah, I think we could get away with 4 on 4 to do that. Yeah.
Is this including you being Puck Guy Harvey, or would you be on one of these teams?
Oh, I'd be. Somebody's gonna have to. I have to put it all together. Otherwise, it'd be a disadvantage. So we could figure it out.
So I imagine if we did do this, you'll be wearing a fake mustache.
No.
I mean,
let's be real here. I can't grow a mustache to save my life. We learned that from the playoffs a couple of years ago.
I don't know. If you try hard enough, you never know.
Oh, thanks for the kind words, my friend. I appreciate it.
I don't know. 11-11 just passed. Maybe you missed your chance there.
No, yeah. Well, there's other things I rather wish for than growing a mustache. Preferably the AOL connection. By the way, what is my connection been like tonight?
So far, it's been fine. I don't even think I've had any issues at all.
Good.
On the YouTube end.
Good. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. So, and you preferred which graphic as I showed you? I mean, you said FSN from like 2005, but out of the ones I had showed you Pac-12, yes. Kind of the one I'm doing right now is like a hybrid of news and Pac-12 or the NBC graphics.
I like the NBC ones.
You like the NBC ones?
Yeah, they're
like that curved look around it.
Yeah, they're nice and simple, but they're easy to read and they look good in their own way.
Got it.
Vince G says the dating game. I agree. I think it'll be a really good way to identify the bromances within Jilltown, USA.
Oh, see, no, I'm single. We need to find somebody.
Well, keyword here though. I said romance.
Yeah, I know, but
so maybe if Mr. Notch Bro is down to play.
Yes, Notch Bro would be down to play for sure. Although I think he would like a prize other than, I don't know, his fellow Notch Bro.
I've heard Starbucks gift cards are popular.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And as early as he works, it's been great. So for sure. Oh man. Do you like the There's it. Do you like the water in the back?
I do. I like that. I think it's I think it's not exactly the same, but it's very similar to like the graphics the Sharks, or not the Sharks, like Comcast Sports uses on their intro, like the sharks swimming in the water, and then
Mhm.
even I think like, you know, like in the arena, like videos before the game, like they use some kind of water effect.
Yeah.
I think it's really cool. It kind of, it kind of shows off, like what the Sharks are all about. It's like, I don't know, and you could totally throw all kinds of things in it. You could be like, almost make it like a rainstorm and be like, oh, these are dangerous waters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought about that. I thought about doing like a little pattern too, but yeah, I don't want to
Give
distract from other things.
Gives it a nice fluid look. Hashtag dad jokes. I don't remember what we were talking about.
Yeah,
Mer.
gives it a nice. That's nice.
Oh,
Very
but
nice.
yeah. So KHL is coming about very soon.
Okay, so refresh me here on what happened this past off season because I heard a little bit. So Moscow Dynamo,
Yeah. So
as it was
basically,
known, is gone, right?
so basically, here's the TLDR version for you. So last year, the KHL was at 29 teams, and they completely eliminated two team, or I'm trying. Okay, one team. You're gonna have to bear with me as I look up the name of the team. It's a good thing this isn't a real show, otherwise. Alrighty, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I totally think I miscounted that. 1, 2, 3. So, anyways, the
Yes.
KHL had 29 teams this past year,
Mhm.
and two of the teams left the KHL. One of them folded completely, and the other one left to join a different league. Um,
Interesting.
it has a lot to do with money. You know the uh, when the combined debt uh, for all of the KHL teams owed to their players, I believe was 18 million US dollars, um, which may not seem like a lot, but in communist Russia, that's a lot of rubles. I'm trying to see if I can find which teams left, but I don't know. Um, but yeah, so they have the teams down to 27 for this coming season,
Mhm.
and the commissioner or the owner of the league or whatever, has said that, I believe he said the ideal team number for the KHL would be 24 teams.
Okay.
So I imagine in the next, after this season, there's probably three more teams that are going to be, completely removed. And this is just a hunch, you know, but I have to think that one of the teams that they're going to try and get rid of is the hockey club Sochi team that they added um, right after the Sochi Olympics.
Hmm.
Only because I recall reading some article, I think the first or the second season the Sochi team was around, and it was something like, like March, and their players hadn't been paid since like January or something like that. So
Oh, jeez.
yeah, and I mean, granted, that issue came up, I believe it was like 2 years ago, but even then, like if that kind of stuff is still going on, then it's not good. And then obviously, you mentioned Moscow Dynamo. They they're still around. Technically, they're still a team, but all of their play, which it's kind of sad considering they were sixth in the league this past season, but they had to, due to failure to pay their players, and this all comes back to money, but
of course,
because of this, the KHL basically made all of their players unrestricted free agents, essentially.
God.
Yeah. So as it stands right now, I don't know what kind of team they're going to be able to field, considering the season starts in 23 days, I believe. But I'm sure they have a farm club they can pull from. But actually, and the player who was picked 30th in the draft this past year, Clauston, was actually on Moscow Dynamo, and a big reason why he wasn't, because he was supposed to be, in the top 15, and a big reason why he fell was because there were concerns that he was going to just stay in Russia, and stay with Moscow Dynamo, but then Moscow Dynamo loses all their players to free agency, so Kostin comes in, signs the entry level deal with St. Louis. So, St. Louis kind of lucked out in taking the gamble on him.
Interesting.
And, we saw Ilya Kovalchuk go back to St. Petersburg, which, I mean, from Kovalchuk's standpoint, why do you not? I mean,
yeah,
it's, St. Petersburg has been the best team in the KHL the last couple of years. I believe they won the Gagarin Cup this past year. 2017, they actually defeated my team, Magnitogorsk, in the final, which I was very upset about. But yeah, they won the Gagarin Cup this past year. They won the Gagarin Cup 2 years ago. And the year in between their two Gagarin Cups, they went to the conference final. So they've been, the last, I would say, 5 years or even 6 years, they've been the best, KHL team there. M. Hackle Datsuk is on St. Petersburg. But St. Petersburg, they have Ilya Kovalchuk. They have Pavel Datsuk. They had Vadim Shipachev, who signed with the Vegas Golden Knights. They had Evgeny Dadonov, who signed with the Florida Panthers. They had Artemi Panarin, and Artemi Panarin was actually their leading scorer when they won their first Gagarin Cup in 2015. Actually, Artemi Panarin was their leading scorer that previous year as well. So a lot of, I would almost venture to say that St. Petersburg is like the, depending on which part of this decade you're looking at, they're either Vince G helping me out, Zagreb was the team that transferred to a lower league, so they are no longer in the KHL. But yeah, St. Petersburg, like I said, depending on what decade or part of this decade you're looking at, they're either the Blackhawks or the Pittsburgh Penguins of the KHL. They're the wealthiest team in the league, and it allows them to bring in such high caliber players, like I said, and I know he's kind of a hot topic even now in North America, but Slava Voinov, who, despite his very shitty personal life, is a decent hockey player, and they have Slava Voinov as well. Victor Tikhonov, who Bay Area fans should know, he's on that team as well. David Rundblad is on the team. Sergei Plotnikov, a lot of NHL guys who couldn't really hack it. Alexander Koklachev from the Boston Bruins, a lot of NHLers who couldn't really stick and went back, are on this team, and why not, right? I mean, they're the best. They're the best team in the KHL, and their history the last 3, 4, or 5 years has shown that. And like I said, they beat, my team, Metallurg Magnitogorsk. I was very upset because they were the best team in the Eastern Conference all year and rolled through everybody. I think in the first, I mean, the first 3 rounds, like they rolled through no problem, and then they got to the final against St. Petersburg and only won 1 game.
Mm.
But I'm excited. It's gonna be kind of a difficult year only because one of the best players. Zarapov. He got busted for performance enhancing drugs, and there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, he's going to go to the NHL because he got for performance enhancing drugs. He got suspended by the KHL for 2 seasons, which is kind of crazy." And it is a hit. He was in their top 5 for points this past year, but I mean, even then they still have Chris Lee, who is a Canadian defenseman who's played really well for them, and my personal favorite player. And I should preface this by saying, I tried to get into the KHL like 3-4 years ago, and I couldn't just because with school and what time the games were on, it was too difficult. But last year I was like, okay, I'm going to try and get into it again, and new fan bandwagon type thing.
Right.
You pick the team that most recently won the Gagarin Cup. So, Metalurg, who won the Gagarin Cup in 2016, I saw that and I was like, all right, there's my team. And I mean, they almost did it again, but they have, the best KHL goal scorer ever. Sergei Mozyakin, who's their captain. He, very simple player, comes like I've seen on the power play numerous times, starts at the left point, rolls into the slot, and then just blows it by the goalie. And it's such a predictable, play, but it works, and even with how old he is, he's 36 years old, and, he still can score at a high level pace. Granted, it's the KHL, so, obviously scoring is going to be a little higher just because, defense is not, the first choice, obviously, but, he put up 85 points this past year, which was actually the best of his career. So I think with him, plus they're going to get good goaltending from Ilya Samsonov. I think they have a chance to come out and try and make some noise. And I don't know. I think we could see them versus St. Petersburg in the final again, just because both those teams are just so good,
I know. And KHL is something I've been kind of wanting to get into. Of course, access and trying to find it is going to be interesting.
I found that because there's they actually have an English language app that you can download, and it's really easy. You can log in with your Twitter account, and it lets you pick a team, basically, whoever your favorite team is, if you want to go that route, and then you'll get like game notifications, and you can actually watch like highlights on the app too. So it's a really good app to have if that's something you're trying to get into and you want to keep track of games.
Nice.
And then any like streaming website should have them.
Not that we condone that or anything,
Oh, of course not. No, it's all honest here. We pay for our content.
Yes.
Of course, $4.99 standard definition, $6.99
HD. We're high def personalities in the low def world.
Absolutely, we have faces for radio.
That's right, especially me. That's for sure. So, your request would be Teal Town Jeopardy. Oh, I'd love to have you play Jersey Math again.
Oh my God, I would kick ass at that. That's another one where I was getting they say like, oh, what is Brad Stewart times Mike Rathje plus TJ Gagliardi, and I'm like there right away, and they're like, I don't know, and I'm like, how do you not know? Come on, it's 35.
So we'll be on the lookout for that from Hockey Jerk.
Yes, that is one of my special skills, along with making very awful dad jokes and spewing hot takes.
Yes.
And I was on, like I said in the chat earlier, I was on Trin's podcast, which means my hot take spewing is now in West.
Yep. You're all over the place now, and just remember who got your start in this career.
Oh, of course, it was AJ, wasn't it?
Oh, what the hell?
No, I'm just kidding, man.
Oh,
With that,
that guy. No,
with that, I do have to run, but it was awesome chatting with you. I will see you around. And to the 2 that are watching in the chat, I will catch you all on the flip side.
Yeah, that's right. Hockey Jerk, ladies and gentlemen, joining in. Appreciate it, bud. Thank
you
so
much.
Later. Have a good one. And for me, I think I'm gonna call it a night because I'm starting to get a little tired. Not saying that Jerk got made me tired, but time to call it a night, folks. So and Nick Stella in the chat. Nick, what's up? What's up, bud? Since I could do this, since it's on my channel, I did talk to the guys. We should have a decision pretty soon, just so you know. So, Nick, it's like almost 3 a.m. over where you're at, dude. Go to bed. So that's pretty much going to do it for here. Like I said, I was just testing my connection, playing around with the graphics, see how they look, and going from there. But you all have a wonderful night / day. We will catch you in the morning, and have a great night. And we will be back in the very near future for some type of game night. I haven't figured it out, but we'll see. But you guys take care, and until then, keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real teal. You guys have a good night. See you later. Thanks for putting through with this. Take care, guys.